And money wants to move faster. It's very important, this concept. Money wants to move faster because everything is getting delivered faster and you need to settle faster. And how we see at IBEX, the Lightning Network, is as a hyper-efficient settlement network. And it is a great settlement network because it's on the most liquid asset out there, outside of the dollar, but it's on the most liquid asset out there. And so you can settle any other asset at the endpoints. So you can go from, let's say, pounds to quetzales over Lightning and not care. So when I get asked the question, how do we know we won, is when everybody's using Lightning, but nobody knows it's getting used. And that's how the value proposition we bring to our customers is we enable them to leverage this functionality of Lightning, of being an instant settlement network, to move any value globally instantly and have settlement finality, which is also amazing in itself. If you go into payments, what I'm talking about is really, really exciting. And there's a lot of projects trying to solve for this, and we solved it. I mean Lightning, not just IBEX. Lightning solved it. And so use cases. What needs settlement? Basically, everything needs settlement. Any commercial transaction of any kind needs to get settled somehow. And so I see a future where every financial transaction gets settled and every commercial transaction, no matter what it is, gets settled on Lightning. And to your point, what we like to do, and this is part of Lightning, because it changes the paradigm, specifically for, let's say, global payments. And it changes it in this way. So right now, most global settlement companies are used to grouping transactions into as big a transaction as they can and sending one wire, one transaction, right, overseas. And so if they can send 100 million at a time, that's the best thing, because then it gets really, really efficient. But Lightning is turning this on its head, where you get more efficient the lower value you go. But the cool thing about doing it in lower value is you first want to start streaming the payments, but the side effect is that because you're doing lower value transactions, all your operation is de-risked significantly. And you can move a lot of money real fast if you do it at a small scale. And then the KYC, AML, everything, even liquidity requirements, everything is de-risked significantly. And the other effect of this, how I'm thinking about it, is imagine in the 80s or start of the 80s, late 70s, you had batch computing processing, meaning batch instruction processing, right? And then the microprocessor came along and it allowed to do a lot of transactions faster. And so real-time processing became the ideal. And everything we're doing right now when we're talking here, is enabled because of this real-time processing power of the instructions. Well, what happens when we have real-time processing of financial instructions? Well, I don't know. Is it like
Yeah.